Hello everyone, welcome back to English Flow Podcast Official, the place where you improve your English naturally, confidently, and step by step. Today's episode is extremely important because we are going to talk about something that almost every English learner struggles with. Maybe this happens to you too. You hear English, you understand some words, you want to speak, but before speaking, your brain starts translating everything from your native language into English, and suddenly you freeze. You know the words, you know the grammar, but speaking still feels slow, stressful, and unnatural. If that sounds familiar, don't worry. You are not bad at English. You are simply training your brain in the wrong way. In today's episode, you will learn why translating in your head slows your fluency, how native speakers think differently, simple daily habits to start thinking in English naturally, easy speaking exercises you can practice alone, powerful vocabulary and expressions for fluent conversations, and a step-by-step method to sound more natural and confident in English. So relax, grab your headphones, and let's improve your English together. Why translating in your head is a big problem. Let's start with something important. When you translate every sentence in your head, your brain is doing double work. First, you think in your native language. Then you translate it into English. Then you check the grammar. Then you finally speak. That process takes time, and during that time, the conversation keeps moving. That is why many English learners feel nervous while speaking. They are not slow thinkers, they're just translating too much. Now think about children learning their first language. Do children translate? No, they connect words directly with meaning, feelings, actions, and situations. When a child hears the word apple, they imagine the fruit immediately. They do not translate it. That is exactly how fluent English develops too. The goal is not translate faster. The goal is think directly in English. And yes, you can absolutely train your brain to do that. The biggest mistake most English learners make. Most people study English like a school subject. They memorize grammar rules, vocabulary lists, definitions, random difficult words. But real English communication is different. Fluent speakers don't build sentences word by word. They use patterns, chunks, and ready-made phrases. For example, instead of translating, "I am very tired today because I worked a lot," a fluent speaker already knows "I'm exhausted today." Short, natural, fast. That is why learning phrases is much more powerful than memorizing isolated vocabulary. Train your brain with simple English. Here's one of the best habits you can start today. Narrate your daily life in English. Yes, even when you're alone. For example, when you wake up, say, "I need 5 more minutes." While making tea, "The water is boiling." While getting ready, "I can't find my keys." These tiny moments train your brain to connect English directly with real life. And the best part, you don't need perfect grammar. You only need consistency. Build an English environment around you. One of the fastest ways to improve fluency is immersion. Immersion means surrounding yourself with English daily. You don't need to move to another country. You can create an English environment at home. Here's how. Change your phone language. Switch your phone settings to English. At first, it may feel uncomfortable, but slowly your brain starts recognizing English naturally. Watch English content daily. Watch podcasts, interviews, movies, YouTube clips, short clips. But here's the important part. Don't just watch passively. Repeat sentences out loud. Copy pronunciation. Copy rhythm. Copy expressions. This is called shadowing, and it is one of the most powerful speaking exercises ever. The shadowing technique. Let's talk about shadowing for a moment because it can completely transform your fluency. Here's how it works. Step 1. Listen to a short English sentence. Example, honestly, I'm not sure about that. Step 2. Pause the audio. Step 3. Repeat it exactly like the speaker. Copy tone, speed, emotion, pronunciation. Do not worry if you sound strange at first. That is normal. Your mouth is learning new movement patterns. The more you shadow, the more natural your English becomes. Stop being afraid of mistakes. Now, let's talk honestly. Many learners stay silent because they're scared of mistakes. But mistakes are not proof that you are bad at English. Mistakes are proof that you are practicing. Think about learning to ride a bicycle. Did you become perfect on day 1? Of course not. You probably fell many times. Speaking English works exactly the same way. Every mistake teaches your brain something. So instead of saying, I made a mistake, say, good, my brain is learning. That mindset changes everything. Learn English in context. Another huge mistake learners make is studying random words without context. For example, you learn the word confident. Okay, but your brain forgets it quickly because there's no emotional connection. Now look at this. I finally felt confident during my interview. That sentence creates a situation. Your brain remembers situations better than isolated information. That is why stories, podcasts, and conversations are so powerful for language learning. Speak before you feel ready. Here's something important. You will never feel 100% ready. Confidence comes after speaking, not before. Many learners think, I'll speak English when my grammar becomes perfect, but fluency grows through speaking, not through waiting. Even simple English is powerful. For example, instead of staying silent, say, can you repeat that? I'm still learning English. Let me think for a second. I understand a little. These phrases keep conversations alive, and every conversation builds confidence. Create tiny daily English habits. Big progress comes from small daily actions, not from one day of extreme motivation. So instead of studying for 5 hours once a week, study for 20 minutes every day. Here are some powerful daily habits. Morning habit. Think about your plans in English. Example, today I need to finish my work and go shopping. Speaking habit. Talk to yourself for 5 minutes daily. Describe your room. Describe your day. Describe your feelings. Listening habit. Listen to English podcasts while walking, cooking, or traveling. Vocabulary habit. Learn phrases, not single words. Instead of hungry, learn I'm starving. Instead of happy, learn I'm really excited. Why repetition is so important. Many learners quit because they think, I already watched this video once, but fluency comes from repetition. Native speakers repeat patterns thousands of times during childhood. That is how language becomes automatic. So don't be afraid to re-watch videos, repeat phrases, listen again, practice the same expressions daily. Repetition builds fluency. Speak with emotion. One secret many learners ignore is